So you've probably heard it's not just what we do, but how we do it. And I want to bridge that from a manifestation point of view, from an energy point of view. And the first story that I think of is a mentor of mine who said she was feeling a lot of judgment, especially from one person. And she knows the law of attraction. She knows what energy you radiate, you bring in. So she's like, why is this happening? I'm saying all the right things. I'm doing all the like I'm not saying any judgment. I'm not doing any judgment with my actions. She's like, oh, I'm thinking it. In here, I'm holding thoughts of judgment, even though I'm not acting on them and saying them. She was giving some charge to them. And that's what I really want to break down is when we can deepen our own responsibility is how I want to describe that. Where it's not just the action we take, but what energy are we holding while we take that action? A different mentor of mine talks about like what energy are you bringing when you're doing the dishes? Are you bringing the energy of the life that you want while you're doing this mundane task, right? And that's what we're talking about here is even when you're doing these things that can feel so disconnected from your vision, so disconnected from your higher self, that you bring that energy into each and every task. If you can bring it into doing the dishes, if you can bring it into brushing your teeth the way that you would if you had the success that you desired. I experienced this the other day, walking my dog. I was walking my dog and I realized this is exactly what I do, like in that version of me that's highly successful. I mean, I'm pretty successful now, but in that next level, what would I be doing? And I would be walking my dog in the morning as the sun rises because I love that. And then I brought that energy to it where it was exactly the same, me doing that activity in the exact same way that I would from that version of me that is experiencing more success than that is in my reality right now. And that's what we're talking about here, where you can close the gap between what it is that you want and who you are now. When you hear things like come from your vision, that's what it means. It means, even if it's just taking a moment, even if it's just take that moment of walking the dog and hanging on to that, right? We're not going to be perfect at it. We know we're not going to be perfect at it because we still have the results that we have, and we're striving for more. And as we get closer to that, we're going to have more desires and different desires, and those are going to shift. So this is an ongoing process. But when you can grab onto that feeling and hold it in these moments where you're just doing things that you would normally do anyway, there's so much power in that. So, excuse me, I'm gonna drink some water. I got a little thing going on in my throat. So how do we bridge this to, let's say, vocation? Let's say you're working on growing your energy healing business or your coaching business, right? This is what I help a lot of clients with. And let's say you're doing a post and your thoughts are, oh, I have to do this again. Oh, I gotta go do this post because I made this commitment to that. Like, is that the energy from you being highly successful at it? No, right? We have to shift and take that internal responsibility to what energy are we bringing to even this post? What energy are we bringing to this conversation? What energy are we bringing to a coaching call or to our client? Most people are good at that. Like that's where they want to be. They want to be doing the delivery, and most people have resistance on these other activities such as marketing and sales and building your brand. They just want to do the helping people part, but in order to do that, you need these other skills for people to be able to easily find you. So what energy are you bringing to these other tasks, especially if it's a task that you have a lot of resistance towards or don't really want to do and are still learning how to love doing it? And that's the pivot there. That's what changes, right? Instead of this being oh, you do this task and it drains you. You cultivate love. You figure out how to love that task. Like, there is someone doing that task that absolutely loves it, the same one that you really don't like. And the only difference is their thinking, right? It's how they're relating to that activity, the meaning that they're building from it, and where their perception is, where their focus is while they're doing it. So when we make these shifts, that's how we accelerate the pace of manifesting. Because we know the energy that we radiate, we bring in. So if we take more responsibility of what energy we're radiating in any given moment, and not just the challenging moments, and not just the easy moments, and even these mundane moments can be overlooked. Like, what thoughts are going through our head while we're brushing our teeth? What thoughts are going through our head while we're driving the car, right? When you're driving your car, what if you envisioned it being your dream car while you're driving it? This is something I did a lot is I was driving a car, and on my vision board I had this idea of a Jeep. So when I when I was driving a car that very much wasn't a Jeep and I saw another Jeep, I would wave, because maybe you know or maybe you don't, but there's a thing, kind of like motorcycles, where when two motorcycles pass each other, they wave. Well, Jeeps have this thing where when two Jeeps pass each other, they wave. So I was like, what energy would I hold when I have my Jeep? I'd be waving at other Jeeps. I'll just do that now. Well, I'm not going to wait for the Jeep to come to be that person that's in alignment for it. And that accelerates the process. So that's what we're talking. Like, it can be fun. It can be a game. I mean, it will be fun if you're doing it right. It is fun. It is playful. It's a game. It's not this like serious task. It's, I get to do this, as opposed to like, oh, this is a thing that I have to do, right? Noticing that, taking the responsibility that not just with our actions and not just with our words, but what are the thoughts we're holding behind it? What is the energy that we're radiating behind that? Kind of like if someone were to say, I'm sorry to you, and it's just like, yeah, I'm sorry. Where they don't radiate the energy. You know that they're just saying it, like it's not felt. As opposed to someone like genuinely coming with like, you know what, I'm really sorry, and giving that energy that shows that they're actually feeling it. So, where in your life can you turn up the level of responsibility in the energy that you're radiating, and not allow someone else or something else to dictate or to allow you to justify to not be that energy? That's where real manifestation power happens, is not just when it's easy, but when it's most challenging, and when we have all the reasons to be a different energy or to be in that reactive mode. And from that place, we choose, no, this is who I'm going to be. This is the energy that I want to radiate. So I was going to close it there. I have something in my mouth. Note to self, if you're doing a YouTube channel, don't eat popcorn right before the call, right before the recording. Yeah, so back to what I was gonna say is a really powerful exercise you can do if this resonates with you is, in the morning, write down, who is it that I want to be today? Or this is something that I did when I wanted to invite and bring more love into my life. I would say, in my mind, not out loud, in my mind, to everyone that I met, I love you. Like, it'd be pretty kind of creepy to say that out loud to everyone. But like, even just like driving on the street and noticing someone, I love you, and I would send love to that person. Or being at the gym and someone walking in, I love you. And just, that helped me to radiate the energy of love that I wanted to radiate. So take some of that energy from that version of you where it's all worked out, write down one, maybe two feelings or energies that you would love to radiate. And in the morning, first thing, set that as your intention for the day. I'm going to be more loving today. I'm going to be a better listener today. And then bring that to each interaction. Even if that's you're going to a store to buy some butter that you it's funny that I said butter because I don't eat butter. But you're going to the store to buy some butter, and the cashier is just talking to you. That like you leave that cashier feeling heard. That this person that you're never gonna see again, or maybe you will, but like even if it's someone that you never see again, that you're just doing that for the sake of you being who you want to be in the moment. So, thank you so much.